Hello everyone, so this is the PBE, and I am playing around with builds for Xayah, the new AD carry champion. I've been doing a lot of builds on her lover, Rakan, the support, which can play a lot of other roles. But Xayah has very interesting stuff. And so this build that I have here is... So without doing anything, you've got 2.19 attack speed, which is pretty good. You've got 80% crit chance as well. But when you press your W, you go to max. You go to max attack speed, which is on a 7-second cooldown. And then, so part of the reason why you want to max out her attack speed is because, let's see, let's go to Dragon. So you want to get out as many quills as you can, because then you can pull them all back, and it did, like there, I just did probably like 1,000 damage just from the quills alone. So it's really, really good to get those quills out. Also, because activating any of your abilities creates 5 of those quills. So when you click it, yes, you get 5 quills. If you click another power, you still can only get 5 quills. So you want to get them out as quickly as possible. So here, let's see. I've got a training dummy in the bushes here. Actually, let's do the one that's over here. It's easier. So there I got 5 out, I've got another 5 out, and I got those in. Now I can get another 5 out, and another 5 out, and another 5 out, and now I can pull them all in again. So as you can see, I mean, it's just... it's a lot of damage. Yep, they died before I could pull them in. So it's about, and in a team fight, you're going to be moving around. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. And now you've got, a bunch of quills from all over the place that you can pull in for, what is that? 177, 277... 316, right? 316 damage. And then, let's see, calls all feathers back to her, dealing 160 physical damage to enemies they pass through. So, I don't know if, let's see, let's go back to Dragon. Well, no, I can do it here. I think that could be for each one, but maybe it doesn't matter how many.
Dance of your life depends on it.
No, it was for each one. That was a huge burst of damage. Yeah, it's a lot of damage for how many quills you have out. Oh, stop attacking it. I'm gonna let it reset. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. And you gotta remember, this has 10,000 health, so pulling those in. So that's 2. Yep, so it's for each quill. That's a lot of damage if you can get 10 of those out.
It's only a little.
Now, she doesn't have a lot of... She has 17% lifesteal. And you may... So I currently have her with... what is it? With Favor of Battle? Fever of Battle? Favor, sorry. Jeez. Late. Favor of Battle. And it may be that
They dropped something.
favor of battle isn't what you want to do with her. That maybe you want to go with the one that allows you to heal. Because that may work better with her. Now, granted, I mean, this is just one build. So I've got Blade of the Rune King, Trinity Force, because she's activating a lot of her abilities. The Essence Reaver, which is good because it gives her the cooldown reduction, plus the critical strike, plus the mana regen. And then we've got the Runan's Hurricane for critical strike, movement speed, attack speed, plus the extra attacks, and then the Phantom Dancer, more attack speed, more movement speed. I mean, a lot of things she likes. All right. But let's see what like a lethality build would look like. So we'll sell. Probably keep that. But we want damage, and for lethality, we'll get this. We'll get, where is it? So there's lethality. Now I don't have any lethality in my runes, so we'll just have to go with that. So those are only 3 lethality items you can get, so we could still go with this, and we could still go with, let's go with, let's see, her damage is pretty high there, so we want attack speed and critical strike. What would give us the most attack and critical strike would be Phantom Dancer, probably, right? But Runan's is really nice. What does that put us at? What's the difference between that? So we've got 154. I sell that or undo. Oops. Crap. What did I get rid of? There we go. And Runin says, yeah, see, there's very little difference to that. We'll go with the runes.
I'll do whatever needs to be done.
So now we've got a large
Just to be
amount
sure.
of AD. Still 40% cooldown reduction, only 50% crit. Yeah, see, it's harder to get the feathers out. Let's go to, not Baron. Let's go to our targeting dummy here. First,
They
let's,
say I don't
well,
know
you
when
can't
to
hurt the
quit.
turret, so it doesn't matter.
That's a weak. Violence is
2,
my favorite
3.
form of negotiation.
Trying to see if I can get them all out. Okay, you can still get them all out, just it takes longer. Yeah, it definitely does a lot less damage, to be honest. Still a lot of damage.
Got what they deserved.
And why am I at 4? I was at less than that before. But, oh, yeah, what happened? Oh, it's because of one of these? I don't know. Now, you do have more usability because you can use this to get away or chase. You've got the Duskblade. You've got your channel of this, which I canceled, apparently.
That was too easy, but so much fun.
Yeah, you gotta... So you got your protective shield there. But it just... She doesn't... You know? So she does 700. Let's go take a look at what her... Raptors is attacking it for some reason. So 600, 600, 600. Let's take a look at the numbers here. Now you do more here because of the bonus AD, which is quite a bit. But I don't know, she's just not attacking as fast. The lethality helps though because you'll be breaking through armor. But let's see. Let's sell this and this and this, and let's go with damage. Let's see what that does. We do a slow item. We'll keep these. 50% crit. She's still at 40% attack speed. I still have one more item I could pick up. What would I do for this? I have no life steal. So they recommend the Bloodthirster. Let's do that. So 22% attack speed. Now I rend armor pretty quickly. But how quickly? Yeah, definitely not faster than the other way, than the full attack speed. Now,
This is a preemptive. Thanks for the dance.
let's see on Baron. Now, she definitely doesn't... she may actually do well with...
Like everyone in Noxus.
Let's remove, sell that, sell that. Sell that. And what did I want? I wanted damage. We want to do the Phantom Dancer. We have the Bloodthirster. We have that. What else could I get that would give me healing? Oh, because we want lifesteal as well, so it's going to be... Does that have lifesteal? It does. Alright, so this is a lifesteal build. Like almost everything except for the Essence Reaver, which we don't need because... Oh, I sold something that had crit chance. So let's get rid of that. Wait, so undo. So that gives me 20% cooldown reduction, and then that I go to 23. What just happened? Okay, 10. Something, yeah, the numbers are all getting all weird. So that gives me... I have 10% cooldown reduction because of that. This should give me 23, but it drops me to 20. That's weird, because it should be based off of, you know, any extra from crit chance. Do I need to move?
Talking to anybody about anything is never on my to-do list.
Then it jumps to 23. Yeah, there's some bugs maybe. Let's go attack speed flat out. What would... I don't know, see how that plays out. So 399 AD. But I am full. Oh, I got him. Does quite a bit of damage. She gets that shield from the Bloodthirster.
Wonderful.
Let's get another targeting dummy here. Just out in them here.
A dance with me ends in blood.
1,500. I get 1,500 with that. Now, if she does start running into mana issues, I mean, before I had no mana issues whatsoever. But I am way more survivable. I mean, look at that. So she also should get lifesteal from pulling back her quills. Also from any other attack. Let's see. Yes. So pulling those quills back did give her quite a bit of mana. Now she can't quite solo Baron still. Alright, let's just give ourselves everything back. Oops. There we go. And I find that interesting though because
don't feel bad, they're just magically animated.
I would have thought that with the Rage Blade that the every other basic attack triggers on hit effects. I don't know if her extra attacks do that. Let's see. 3 basic attacks will hit all targets along their path and leave feathers. The main target of the empowered attack takes full damage and on hit attacks. The main target of her empowered attacks. What was? So they should be triggering stuff. So I can get to 2.8. And that heals quite a bit. It does when I pull it in. She only has 10% cooldown reduction, which kind of sucks. And she's not healing as much as I would have thought from that. So to be honest, I really like the first build better. It felt way more powerful. Let's see, let's go for it. Let's remove that, we'll remove that, we'll remove that. And we'll just go back to the attack speed. What was the other? And we'll keep the Death Stance. We'll just see what how it plays out. Oh, Essence Reaver. I have a lot less damage, but I crit now 80% of the time. Alright, let's go on this here. So that gets me to 2.26. Still about 1,500 DPS on a 10,000 target. Yeah, I'm healing about as much as I was. Yeah. I'm healing about as much as I was, but all I have is the Death Dance and the Blade of the Rune King. Let's see what it does here.
Homelands are restored.
Yeah. Oh, there's a hiccup on the server there. I don't know where... Oh, there he is. Let's go kill him again. Go to Dragon here. Does quite a bit of damage.
Nothing is ever easy, but that was really easy.
Still not as fun as the max attack speed, to be honest. So to do that, we sell this, and we go back to We're at 80% crit. If we do that, we'll max out our crit, which is actually fine.
Pulling this off.
100% crit, 40% cooldown reduction, 2.13. I activate, I'm just close to maxing it out. I have an activate. I have a little bit of lifesteal, which is 17. I have an extended and powered ranged attacks. Never run out of mana. You just can't get away with that root. Whoa, there's some server lag. I may die here.
I don't speak compromise.
Not quite as much healing.
That was too easy, but so much fun.
Oh! I was trying to get it through there. Whoa! 8,000 DPS. Yeah, look at that. 8,000 DPS for pulling a bunch of...
Always find a weak spot.
Let's cool it down. Alright, let's let it reset. 26,000 DPS. So, that was a lot of damage, apparently, even though it didn't do a bunch to it. But it was fast. It was a lot of damage fast.
Dance.
Let's see. What other builds could we do with her? I mean, you wouldn't want to go tanky. You've got a lethality build. You have a crit build, which is what this is a crit attack speed build, which does pretty good damage.
Cut by a feather? Oh, God.
Yeah. Actually, where did my... Oh, I only have 30% cooldown reduction. I had 40 in the one build I did, which I'm now can't quite remember what it was that I had. It wasn't this. So it was attack speed and cooldown reduction. Oh, that's what it was. This may be a better build than the other way, because you get the 40%. Yeah, this is definitely the way. This is the build that I think you would be the way to go.
No one will block my path.
Let's let him attack me some.
This is how I deal with unwanted attention.
Yeah, just... Yeah, here's where you get max attack speed. This is the build. Plus, as you're activating, which you would be doing, you get to do an extra... What's the damage on that? 187. Oh, he got me.
Lame. Oh, I wasn't finished with these fools yet.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, this would be the build I think I'd go with. You could do... Let's see. What kind of... Could you do a top lane bruisery build? I don't know. What would you build for that? Like, I guess that. And, well, you'd still want to maybe do that. Let's see. Tank item, yeah. I don't know if the verses are that, and then like maybe this. It's very slow attack speed. I got my 40% rate, or am I maxed out? That's 20, 40 right there is that. Yeah, I'm over. I'm over on the attacks, or a cooldown reduction by 10. I've got some armor from, well, that's just from the boots. A little bit tankier. I got 3,000 health. Oh my god, it's so slow. Yeah, she doesn't have any sort of dash or something, which is what...
Legendary.
There's like Vayne does top, or Quinn. The main thing is that you have a root. Oh, let's do a movement speed build. What can we do for maxing out movement speed? So sell. This gives us movement speed. That gives us an activated movement speed, so we'll keep that. We'll go with boots of movement speed. Where is it? Other movement speed effects. So we could go a crit. Does this give us movement? That's out of combat. I want in combat movement. No. So that's a yes. That's a yes. These are, this gives me more attack speed, so I suppose that would be... Oh, so this gives me some... It'd give me some shred, plus a little bit of tankiness, and some AD, and cooldown reduction. So let's see, 20% from that, 10% from that, and 20... Oh, so I'm still over because of that. Just coming out of base, I can feel more movement speed, but that's from the boost. But I mean, still from the previous coming out of base. Let's go from here. I'm outside. That's pretty fast. I can now activate. So I'm at 1.76 attack speed. Took damage from, I guess, Lucian. So I get 2 attack speed, but it's 60% crit. She would be able to shred damage, a top laner pretty well, or a tank, because how quickly.
They drop something. Their guard.
There is no sustain in this build, though.
Wonderful. More annoying little
Not really.
shits.
What are we at? Yeah, just the 2%. You'd want to get something that has... So instead of that, just to go for... Just to get some more. The movement speed would be a little bit lower. But still...
Oh, I was born to ruffle feathers.
Was it 441? That's kind of slow. and I've got, a lot of movement speed. It's no Quinn for sure. To be honest, I liked the crit build the best. The attack speed crit build. Because here I only got 30% crit. I mean, my AD's not much more than the other one was. So remove, remove, remove. Pick up. What was it? Oh, the boots. Oh, Essence Reaver. I think... Was that it? Yeah, I think this is it. Anyway. Yeah, this is this or something similar to this. This is what I'd go with. 20%. 10 plus the bonus from crit. Activate. Yeah, you can get a lot of the max attack speed here. I don't know what happens there. Oh, that tells me how many I didn't notice. This tells me how many I have out. So I got up to 19 out. Yeah, there was 18. So let's reset my alt. There we go. Oops, wrong one. Well, yeah. About 18 to 19 you can get it out. I think I had 19 out. There's 17. They're going to start disappearing on me. Yeah, about 18 to 19 is the most you can get out, feathers-wise. I don't know how he didn't get rooted there. That has a really far range.
All right. Who's next?
Anyway, this video's gone long enough. So there's some different types of builds you could do with Xayah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe. I'll be putting up more videos of the PBE here in the future. Thanks.